Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read the Psalm. I finished Psalm 136 and move on to Psalm 137. I'm going to read it. Psalm 137. By the rivers of Babylon we sat and wept when we remembered Zion. There on the poplars we hung our harps. For there our captors asked us for songs. Our tormentors demanded songs of joy. They said, "Sing us one of the songs of Zion." How can we sing the songs of Lord while in a foreign land? If I forget you, O Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill. May my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth if I do not remember you. If I do not consider Jerusalem my highest joy. Remember, O Lord, what the Edomites did on the day Jerusalem fell. Tear it down, they cried, tear it down to its foundations. O daughter of Babylon, doomed to destruction, happy is he who repays you for what you have done to us. He who seized your infants and dashes them against the rocks. So this is Psalm 137. It's not very long, but it's not very short either. So just I think it's we had read some psalms like this land. So just try to put together in one video of this one Psalm 137. Again, we do not know the author. We do not know but we do know the circumstances and the time. Probably that's when the Jerusalem fell into Babylon's hand. So this is on the siege of Babylon. So they were captured and transported to the country of Babylon, I think. So by the river of Babylon we sat and wept while we remembered Zion. So this is saying the mourning of people during those sad times. There on the poplars we hang our harps. So no more songs, no more musics, no more praise or praying, no more lyre, no more psalm, no more songs. So just quiet because of sad and blue. For there our captors asked us for songs. Our tormentors demanded songs of joy. You imagine captured people and asked by those whoever kept them, I think the Babylonian, asked them to sing the songs of joy. How could they? That's what they mean. How could we? We have the deep sorrow from inside to outside, cannot sing the songs of joy. And they said, "Sing us one of the songs of Zion." The mountain Zion, or the people, sing us one of the songs of Zion. I think it's a symbol, represented. Sing us one of the songs of yourself, your country, from the mountain Zion. If you recall, that's where Moses got his commandment, the tablet of commandments, and that's where this group of people together to gradually become nation. How can we sing the songs of the Lord while in a foreign land? If I forget you, O Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill. May my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth if I do not remember you. If I do not consider Jerusalem my highest joy. So this is saying that this group of people still holding the promise as the God gave their promise that the country, the nation around the Jerusalem, centered Jerusalem is their nation, is the promise God gave them. So even though they were, so now they captured, dwelling in the foreign land, and then they couldn't forget Jerusalem. They couldn't forget the promise. So like this parable said, if I forget your Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill, which means if I forgot Jerusalem, which means my hand cannot do anything. I have to remember the Jerusalem and remember my skillful right hand. May my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth if I do not remember you, if I do not consider Jerusalem my highest joy. It's again the saying, if I forgot Jerusalem, the people here, the author said, if the author forgets all the other people, all the Israelites, forget the Jerusalem, that means that they're not going to sing any song, not say anything, then because they consider Jerusalem is the highest joy, is the promise from God. I think that's probably behind this highest joy, is because this is the promise from God to Abraham, to Israel, to Jacob. Remember, O Lord, what the Edomites did on the day Jerusalem fell. Tear it down, they cried. Tear it down to its foundations. So this is the Edom. I think it's a country, Edomites. They all the descendants, I think, of at least, even though it's not from Abraham, it's from Noah. But anyway, still, when Jerusalem fell, those people shouting with joy, they demand to tear it down. O daughter of Babylon, doomed to destruction, happy is he who repays you for what you have done to us, he who seized your infants and dashed them against the rocks. So this is Babylon. That was time, I think, if you recall, the king was quite strong at that time. The country has been strong, actually. Always caused the wars, and the Israelites always fight with them. So this is the time, I think it's after the capture by Babylon. It's really, the Psalm here, 137, cast the deep emotions from those people. Like the daughter of Babylon, they always refer daughter of Babylon, not the sons, but probably the women in Babylon quite fierce, I guess. So the daughter of Babylon, doomed to destruction, happy is he who repays you for what you have done to us. He who sees your infants and dashes them against the rocks. That's a very strong emotion here, I think. It's because of the situation, it's kind of bad. They lost their country, lost their kingdom, lost their groundhold, and captured by Babylon. So that's the deep emotion, I think, in this Psalm 137. So this is the Psalm 137. From this, even though it's kind of anguish, very strong emotion, but I still see the faith. Just the faith is there. I think it's melted with the into the blood, and melted or integrate into the marrow. The situation is very bad, captured but not giving up the faith. So probably it's the saying that the body can be captured but not the soul. So this is probably the best applied to this Psalm 137. But anyway, I'm going to stop here, and you can read it and interpret in your own way. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.